Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Detroit!
Watch number 86. Watch 86.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus.
Hey, boys, we got four. Four down.
Hey! Green, the line! Green, the line!
On first down, Watson.
Let's go!
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Tiger!
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
And they'll go on the ground. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Not today, baby, not today. Four down.
Set! Green, the line! Green!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
So they'll let the quarterback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Check.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run it now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
All right, now, lucky
Line of
56.
scrimmage, the
Lucky
37
56.
on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Lets it go for Nelson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Reset, reset, reset. Set. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Back to throw, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
Red. Blue 80. Blue 80.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Third and 2, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
By the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now. Finding room inside the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Gun!
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Tight left. Out. 3 down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him started at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Hey, down! Black 22!
Now a handoff working right.
85, going 85.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Tight end left. 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, blue 80! Blue 80!
50, Mike.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Big hold to the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose. Because maybe you can't just stop him with his regular tackle.
They go play action here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's how we do it.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get... Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Set! Green the line! Green the line!
Let's go, motion.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going for the deep ball.
Come on, QB.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Parker left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Double tight. 3 down. Check, 55 to Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. That's like a nice second down.
And an out to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Strong right. Leopard!
Right back to him on first down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Even. 4 down. Down! Green the line!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert!
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Here we go.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Down! Green the line! Reset! Two jet!
Watson on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Tight end right. Red! Green the line!
From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tight right. Set! Black 22! Black 22!
They'll give the dive. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Tight ends left. 4 down. Check. 22. Black 22.
They'll run it with their fullback getting the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Set. Green the line. Green the line.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
4 down, 4 down. Red. Black 22. Black 22.
They'll give it to him right at the gun. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught. Stills right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Alert!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially
All right, now,
every
lucky
blade
56.
of grass.
Lucky 56.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something
Gun,
here on 3rd
gun!
down.
Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Outside coming. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now on the go. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right, boys. How you to the right? Move.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Crash down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Baby.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Lets it go for Nelson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort. But it's well short, and this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even. Tiger.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Bryant with a catch right side. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Red. Green, the line. Green, the line. Slam. Slam. Hatchet. Hatchet. Black 99 Philly. Hey.
They'll go ground down here with the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, down. Blue 80. Blue 80. Tiger, tiger, tiger. 552.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Black 99 Philly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. That's fielded in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Red, green, the line. Green, the line.
Here for their fullback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, Ted. Blue 80. Blue 80.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Black 22! Black 22!
From the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, now, look at this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 5-9. Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, in any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game. And Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job up they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Down. Back 22.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Come back.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Double tight. Hey. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Out. 3 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Red. Black 22. Black 22.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We got 4.
Watson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey. Red. Black 22. Black 22.
Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
4 down. Check. Switch. Richmond.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. Breaks through the contact. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we are.
And they go to the ground attack here.
Here they come.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Down! Blue 80!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Last stop!
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Set! Black 22!
They'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Whip.
Leopard! No run now. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Single.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Tight end right. We got 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Leopard! Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Strong right. 4 down. Check.
Blue 80.
Hey, check Mike.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Black 99, feel it. Hey, four down, four down. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Mike's 50, Mike.
On first down, it's Watson.
Silver.
Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Black 99, feel it.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Red. Black 22. Black 22. Reset. Come back.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Tiger.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
Come back.
Check.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, Tiger.
You got four down.
Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eger to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
They'll start on the ground with the ball. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's get credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
56! Lucky 56! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on
Richmond.
We got 4.
He's back to throw. Left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. They'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Come back.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now Watson. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
Come back. Set. Blue 80.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Richmond.
Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown.
Black,
and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Come back. Hey. Richmond.
One last throw here for Watson.
Check 26, check 26.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.